Peace, love, and power, family, and welcome to another episode on Holistica Healer. I have so much new updates for you, family. I cannot wait to share them with you. First and foremost, I want to thank you for rocking with me on my channel. If you're subscribed to my channel, if you follow me on all my social media handles, I want to thank you for rocking and vibing with me thus far and joining me on this healing journey of knowledge, truth, wisdom, and understanding. This is what, I do here as well as on my other platforms to bring light to that dark matter within us. Okay, so this is what I'm doing here, and I'm glad that you guys are riding the boat with me. I'm so happy, that you guys are joining me. And as promised, I have so many new updates for you all. So many things that are added to what I do. If anyone's not familiar with who I am, my name is Dr. Shakira Moore. I am an holistic iridologist, spiritual counselor, and an herbalist as well. So we're going to go into why I mention all of those, all of what I do as far as the message that I have to bring to you today. You're going to love it, okay? So what I do in iridology, for those of you who are unfamiliar, iridology is the roadmap to the human body. So I'm able to look into your eyes and tell what's going on inside the body. What weaknesses do you have? In which organ? And the beautiful thing about it is I'm able to detect the illness before you feel an ache or pain. Okay. So in other words, I can see illnesses brewing before it begins to manifest on a chronic level. Okay, so that's the physical aspect of iridology. Okay, now most do not know that iridology is more so a divination. Okay, not only am I looking at the organs and looking at the flow of the blood and looking at the state of the health of the individual on a physical level, but I'm also able to see the individual on a spiritual level. Now, if anyone tuned in or tapped in to my last video, I discussed iridology and the chakras, okay? And a little bit about that is that each ailment is connected to what your spirit is trying to communicate with you. So in other words, each ailment is connected to an emotion. Okay, what have the individual have suppressed for so long that the kidneys begin to deteriorate, or what have came about that in a specific part of the body that this specific organ begins to start failing. Okay, so we don't just I don't just say, okay, the kidneys is failing, take this kidney herb and send you on your way. No, that's not what I do here. This is something new and exciting, and I'm so glad to bring it to you first, that what you'll be getting in my sessions is that you're going to be going on a journey back to yourself. Okay, see, with this is different than any other experience that you're going to have with any whether it's a medical practitioner or anyone that does holistic healing. Okay, see, that this is a complete journey of who you are. Okay, so the initial step is that I check your iridology. We're checking to see what's going on, how your organs are functioning. If you need any herbs, I give you recommendations on certain foods that you can eat, different things of that. Okay, then the second session will be more intense as to connecting what your spirit is trying to communicate with you through the diseases that have manifested. Okay, now the reason why a lot of people go back and forth on a healing journey, a lot of us, we go in circles. And I can say this firsthand because I have done the same. You start something, it sounds good, you got to do this, and then you go right back to the old life, okay? And that's the reason for that is that the mind is not connected to the heart, okay? The mind, you have to understand that the mind is used to doing something every single day for the last 30, 40, 50 years that you've been here, okay? So if you start to introduce the mind to a new habit, and one day, okay, you go to an appointment with your doctor in one day and expect a change like that, it's not going to happen, because the mind did not get used to this new idea that you have planted. So in order for that seed to begin to become fertilized, it must be connected to the heart. And that is what I'm showing you. This is what I show you through my sessions, okay? How to connect the mind and the heart so that the body will follow your new plan. You're walking into your new life, okay? So this is what you'll be getting with me in my, I call it the Iridology Spiritual Consultations. You'll be getting 3 sessions, each 1 hour each. Okay, you'll be getting 3 sessions, 1 hour each. Okay, and this is going to bring you back to who you are, so that you know why you do these things. How did you get here? Okay, no one, again, and I say this all the time, no one wakes up and say, how am I going to destroy myself today? How am I going to kill me? No one does that. You do that through the habits that you've gotten used to and through the way you've been living for all this time, okay? So you'll be introduced, your spirit will be introduced to new ways of living, and then you'll be creative, because your spirit is going to begin to tell you what it requires from you to do so that you can keep moving forward, okay? So I also offer these sessions through my Skype channel as well. Especially during this pandemic, a lot of us are not able to travel. A lot of us are, a little iffy or wary of coming into an office. Well, that's fine. I do offer these sessions through Skype. It'll just the same. We'll get on a Skype call, and the great thing about doing a Skype is that you'll be able to save every conversation that we have. Every conversation, be able to go back, listen. Okay, this is what she said. This is what's going on. Okay, see, when you go to your doctor, you're getting a sheet with all these words, these fancy words that most of us don't even understand anyway. And then you're still left in the dark about what you need to do. With Skype, with the Skype call, you'll be able to go back and forth and understand what it is that you need to do when and where. Okay, so that's the beautiful thing about doing the online sessions when it comes to my iridology and spiritual sessions. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you, family. Again, I get the goosebumps just thinking about it, because it took me a while to really put this program together for you. Okay, so that the key is so that you can be brought whole back to yourself again, brought whole again. Everything is going to be a reintroduction to yourself, and you have to be ready to relearn, okay, to relearn and to understand that we've adapted to a perception of what we thought is our reality. Okay, so that's something that you have to be willing to break apart so that you can put it all back together. All right. So family, I want to thank you for tuning in. Also, before you go, if anyone is not subscribed to my podcast, I do have a podcast which needs some love, and I am re-engineering everything. Okay. I do have a lot of good episodes on there, so you can check that out. I have a good episode on different movies that are decoded that's related to what's going on now. I have different episodes on how to heal specific diseases on your own. So these are things that you can tune into, family. But I am relaunching my podcast. It's called Next Generation Hope, Awakening Your Dark Matter Consciousness. All right. So if you're not subscribed or following that already, it's available on all platforms from Apple to Google to iTunes. Okay. So I appreciate you, family, again, for giving me your attention and your time, as today it is super expensive, as I always say. All right. So peace and love, family. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and also comment on what you've liked about this video, anything that you like. Share the video, because family, we need this. We need this message to be spread across, so that the family knows that how to really heal the mind, the body, and the spirit to bring it all back to one. Okay, so I appreciate you. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Peace and love. Power.